Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm going to continue squandering all my in-game currency trying to get any decent Throne of Eldraine draft going. We'll see how that goes. What's up first? Emry, Lurker of the Loch. I believe this is a great card. Costs less to control for each artifact you control. Why is this a good card? I mean, okay, blue-white cares about artifacts, I get it. But it like brings you back artifacts from your graveyard? Is that so important? Huh. The Lion's Claw, we drafted that recently. Oh, Cauldron Familiar. Right, you can sacrifice food to bring this back over and over. Isn't this card like actually fairly good, I think? I don't think you want to first pick it over like one of those other things. What's the one we're looking at? Emry, right? It's like a good card. No? Yeah. It's a rare card that they claim is great, so sure. What does this other guy think? Remember, we have two draft guides. This guy thinks Emry is like a C, which honestly makes some sense to me. Lion's Claw is supposedly better. Like, it's not a build-around card. It's not something that'll help you in like a super drawn-out game, but it's just a good creature. Cauldron Familiar, any good? Probably not good enough to like... It would be fine in a deck that's already about food. Yeah, I think this is bad. Alright, we'll take the Lion's Claw. Oh, what's Cauldron's Gift? This is like the black reanimator theme, I guess. Alright, well, we'll take a big first strike creature and try to live till turn 5 for a change. He's a knight. Red-white likes knights. This is another knight. This is green-white. It's an adventure that can make other creatures bigger. Okay. What is this? 5 mana. 3/3 trample haste. And when it enters, another knight gets +2/+2 trample and haste. Huh. Interesting. This is like an anti-red card? How weird. Okay. Lonesome Unicorn is like okay. What does white-black do in this format again? What is their like theme? Oh, it's like large knights, I think. Or it's just knights in general? No, it's small knights. A large number of small knights. Whereas white-red is just knights in general? No. White-red is large knights. That makes sense, I guess. And white-green like loves adventures. I don't really want to do that right now. I want to have knights because we already have one good one. This seems like a good... I mean, I don't know. It's another 5-drop, which is pretty suspect. I don't know. That's why I'm going to lose, but I'm going to pick it again. Glass Casket. Nice removal for small things. Ferocity of the Winds. Okay, it's like a red-green card. Covetous Urge, blue-black. Not my thing. Youthful Knight. I mean, it's a knight. But I think this is the kind of thing you can usually get plenty of in a draft. There's no one like excited to take it. Whereas Glass Casket, almost any white deck is going to be happy to have that. Shining Armor. Oh my gosh, great for a very knight-heavy deck. Nothing else seems that great. I don't know, we could take Searing Barrage. It's a very large removal, though. I need, like, some more small stuff. So we'll take Shining Armor. Fortifying Provisions, meh. Silver Flame Ritual. Could be okay. What is this? Brimstone Trebuchet. This likes knights, and it has some removal features. It's kind of not horrible. Thrill of Possibility. Isn't this the same card as Tormenting Voice? Huh, okay. Well, of all these, I think Brimstone Trebuchet, although it's like horrible, right? Is it even good in white-red? I don't know if it is. Yeah, it's rated not very good. I mean, I don't know, it can like remove some things on occasion, but I think most of the time it won't work very well. Thrill of Possibility might be better. Oh, that's more of like a red-blue card. I mean, we could still take it. It's draw, but it's better for red-blue, obviously. I don't know. I'm going to take the Trebuchet. Like, this can occasionally, this without... If this is already on the board and you play a knight, you can, like, deal 2 damage to a creature. Oh, it's to each opponent. So it's like, if this could hit creatures, it would be worth... Yeah, okay. Only opponents. It's just, like, very slowly chipping them down, which has not really been my experience of how these games go. Let's just take Thrill of Possibility. Another Shine Chaser. Didn't work out very well last time. This is a very slow card. Beloved Princess, a 1-mana 1/1. Okay, I mean, could be playable. Or he's a very small knight. Okay, I guess. That's probably better than a very small non-knight, right? Weapon Rack could be playable, maybe. You know, putting counters on some of these creatures is pretty good. White-black. When it attacks, another knight gets indestructible. I'm tempted. Honestly, these are 3 colors that work together reasonably well. Because they're all about knights. And there's nothing else I want in this pack. Well, okay. I guess this 3-mana double strike small knight could be a play. But this guy gets so much done. And we could make him tougher with like Shining Armor, maybe? I think it's probably worth splashing black for this. I don't want to draft like a whole 3-color equal amounts deck. When I've done that in any format that's like at all fast, I get sad. But we could run this and maybe 1 or 2 other black cards and splash in like 4 swamps and hopefully most of the time draw okay. Deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control. Well, I'm not going to have that many most of the time. Let's just take another knight synergy knight thing. Barge in. Most of my stuff is humans, right? Yeah, so we don't want that. It's just like a 1-mana 1/1. Redcap Raiders. Not that good. Just take a Beloved Princess. Tempo out a bit. Redcap Melee. This has got to be bad most of the time, right? Let's just make a couple knights, right? Okay, Thrill of Possibility. Probably not worth taking Memory Theft. I do want to keep the deck mostly non-black. But I already have one Thrill of Possibility. I don't really want another. I don't know. We'll sideboard this one. This could be a mana fixer. It's not like exciting, but okay, Fortifying Provisions, probably bad, but what can you do? Giant Killer, I believe, is totally fine. Archon of Absolution. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer. That makes it hard for the opponent to attack you. Also protection from white, for what that's worth. Skullknocker Ogre makes the opponent discard stuff. There's Improbable Alliance, a big activator for blue. Blue-red. It gives you a benefit for drawing your second card, and it lets you actually draw your second card, so that's pretty cool. Jousting Dummy is a knight, although not good. Reeve Soul. Giant Killer's probably better. There's Resolute Rider. Oh no. Is this okay to play in a white-red that splashes black deck? Wow, look at all the multicolor stuff here. Black-red. Huh. We have the 2/1s with black, but we don't have white-red, which is what we would sort of like. I believe Resolute Rider is pretty cool, though. But it might be kind of hard to actually cast it. I'll try it. Right? I think so. It's a 1-mana knight that does good things when it dies. Seems fine. Trapped in the Tower, maybe better. Yeah. Probably Trapped in the Tower. What knight synergy stuff do I have? I have this that wants you to have other knights. And I have this that wants you to have other knights. I guess this also. This likes knights. But a 1-mana 2/1, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Because not just because of it like being 1-mana 2/1, which is like fine, but the counter on another knight is pretty powerful. Oh, you want to splash green too? I don't think so. 3-mana 3/2? I don't have any 3-mana cards yet. It could be a thing. Fling, I believe, is awful. Maybe it's not awful, actually. Well, it's a bad first pick. But if we were like having trouble like getting lethal, this could be a thing. I think Knight of the Keep is probably best, just to curve out a bit and have more knights. Joust. Okay, it's removal that likes knights. This Swordmaster likes knights also, but I still don't want to put in much black. I think I'd just rather have like some knight flavored removal. Shepherd of the Flock, not really that exciting to me, I don't think. Maybe just this like 1 mana 1/1. I don't know. Maybe my problem has been like playing these games too aggressively. We certainly have lost some games due to like just playing all my cards and then not being ahead. I don't think we want a Sorcerer's Broom. Embereth Paladin Adamant. Otherwise, the 3 mana 4/1 with haste. 4 mana 4/1 with haste. I don't think I'm going to be able to play it with 3 red very often. So Forever Young might be better. Because like it's a 2 mana draw card, which is not good, but not horrible. With this effect that if you've lost a creature, you can put it back, right? You can start drawing the stuff you want. Again. Getting back to the like big knights that got removed, for example. Crystal Slipper gives something haste. It's pretty cheap. Doesn't seem that exciting though. I think we take another Beloved Princess, but honestly I'm probably sideboarding it. Probably should sideboard this one as well. Skullknocker Ogre is still up there. Just like doesn't excite me though. It's not a knight. We already have a jousting dummy, right? No. I still think it's bad. Am I gonna have a lot of creatures? I'm running a few 1-drops. I'll try it. More Beloved Princess. More Weaselback Redcap. Memory Theft? I already have one. I don't think I'm going to want a lot of these. On the other hand, I also have the Scarecrow, and I definitely don't want 2 of those, so I don't know. Fling. I think this is too greedy in like a 3-color deck. Okay, this is just a 2 mana 2/1. It's not special for me in any way. What is this? Fire's Invention. 4 mana. You can cast spells only during your turn. You can cast no more than 2 spells each turn. You may cast spells with converted mana costs less than or equal to the number of lands you control without paying their mana costs. So this is kind of letting you spend all your mana twice if you have a ton of big cards, but it's bad if you have a bunch of little cards. And also, it lets you like activate abilities on your cards more often if they cost mana, because you don't have to pay mana to cast the spells. I don't really see that doing much for me. It's like, okay, you draw it on turn 4, you play it on turn 4, and you also cast this. That's the upside, right? The main advantage I could see would be that it like helps you, like if you don't have the black that you need, it's like the only color you need is red if you can draw this. Lucky Clover is an interesting artifact. We don't have a bunch of adventure stuff. Here's this like flying knight that's an adventure. It's like okay. Another unicorn, maybe? I think it's that or Fires of Invention. Is this really good? I don't think it is. This is like, you need to have a lot of draw for something like this to be that great. Apparently they like banned it. I don't know. Let's look it up real quick. I assume it was good in some constructed deck, but not in... Yeah, it's like rated awful. So I think we take this knight thing. Right, there's like... Or the unicorn. That's right. I think I take the unicorn. All that glitters. Wants you to have lots of enchantments and artifacts, which I don't think I have much of any. I have 2 artifacts, and that's it. So this would be my 3rd, of course. Oh, this is such a good card. But not really working with what I have so far. Here's this Ardenvale Paladin. It's white. It's a knight. Seems good. Embereth Paladin is another adamant, so we could take adamant white or adamant red. Oh, also interesting, the Fires of Invention wouldn't trigger your adamant stuff. Although, wait a minute, what does the text on that say again? Let me look at that again. Here's the image. Ah, you still could trigger adamant. It says you may cast spells without paying their mana cost. But if you wanted to, you could pay the mana cost to trigger adamant. I see. I mean, we want one of those paladins. If I'm going to be able to trigger something adamantly, it's probably this. A 1/1 counter, or... I think I'd rather have a defensive card. Drown in the Loch, another great blue-black card. This is one that gets played and constructed in like a lot of decks. Or I don't know, some decks anyway. It's cool for mill decks. Very, very useful, like removal / counter for mill. Another red cap? I don't like it. Do I have enough small things that I should consider taking Silver Flame Ritual? I don't really think so. Like, I might be cutting some of these red caps, honestly. My curve is pretty low. Maybe that's okay. I don't know. Let's just take another. Burning Yard Trainer. 5 mana, Trample Haste. Okay, we have one of those already. That's this guy. Destroy an artifact, and then it's a knight. Okay, that's kind of cool. We just take another one of these guys. Okay, here we go. This is the land I was hoping for. Tournament Grounds. Big help with our color problems if we want to play those knights. Joust, more removal. Heraldic Banner. Creatures of the chosen color get +1/+0. So, okay. Like, it's more of a single color card, of course. I don't know what color I would pick, honestly. It might be okay to have anyway. Joust, I think, is probably still great removal. More Shining Armor, another 4 mana card. Thrill of Possibility is like not really a good card, I don't think. So 6 1-drops. And only 1 2-drop, which I often won't be able to play. And 1 3-drop. Yikes. And then a few 4s. I don't know, let's take another 4. There's a 4, which does not help me. I don't have like any draw. We could take Crystal Slipper, but not really what I'm looking for. Just a 2-mana anything that happens to be a knight is like even better. I don't know, Beloved Princess? Embereth Paladin? Well, am I really gonna draft 2 weapon racks? I don't think I'm gonna play either of them, right? Maybe I should. Maybe I should cut some of these 1-drops and play something slightly heavier. Because then, like, if I have this down and, like, one of my nice big old knights, making it bigger is pretty cool. This is all just junk. Junk, junk, junk. Actually, the Jousting Dummy is a 2-mana knight. Like, I don't like it, but I kind of have an issue in my 2 slot. Like, I should cut some of these 1-mana knights, I think. Giant Killer is still totally worth taking, though, even though it's not a knight. Give me 3 swamps, which, yeah, okay, seems fine, I guess. Especially since we have the Tournament Grounds as another swamp for knights. And, like, I only have 3 black cards in the whole deck. So... is this one important? I don't think it is. Putting stuff back on top of my library is not fast. It's like a very, very slow way to try to win. So I genuinely think we need some 2-mana cards. And what we have way too much of, well, I don't know. Our curve looks pretty stupid, huh? It says we have a lot of 2, but it's mostly, like, not things you actually play on turn 2. I think we cut a couple of these guys and we put in Jousting Knights instead. Now the curve's a little more reasonable. I have basically nothing on 3. Can I, like, look at my 3-drops, please? I have basically nothing. Yeah. I don't want to run any of those. Okay, this is a bad deck and I hate it. I would not be shocked to go 0 wins again with this. But I hope to get a win or 2, as I always would hope. You know, usually I would hope for more than that. Okay, I mean, we actually, only 2 lands, but we get this guy out right away, which is pretty cool. I hate this, actually. Just draw lands. Like, how hard could it be? See? Easy. Just 1 more land and I'll be very happy. Okay, that's actually arguably even better. I'm gonna play this first just in case, I don't know, they somehow play something that cares about, that can, like, combat trick it for 1. I don't know, seems unlikely. Now land. Wow, look at me go, huh? I don't think we need to slap down any haste stuff yet. Ooh, I can actually adamant this, right? Give me some white. Gets indestructible, this one. This is a really, really lucky set of 2 land draws in a row. Well, no, actually, it was a land, and then a 3-drop, and then a land, which is even better. Wow, look at my opponent's name. They find this very funny. Oh man, and now I can adamant the red one. No, don't. That's not the adamant one. This one is. Yes, like this. Let's give this one indestructible, I guess? I don't know. This is lethal? If opponent can't do anything? Okay, well, that was a quick game 1. I wish the deck could do that every time. Just nice, quiet little win on turn 5 after drawing like all of my busted cards that were on curve. Yeah, we really cannot count on a performance like that on average. It's pretty unfair. Can we get a match? I would appreciate one. Hello? I'm only 1-0. It shouldn't be too hard to find someone at my level to play. There we go. Liamsai. Liamsai? I don't know. I have all 3 colors. I have a 1 and a 3 and some removal. I'll take it. And now a 4. Opponent's also white. Probably white-blue. I could put that in a casket. I don't know if that's really worth doing. Maybe it is. Maybe I want to, like... Am I in a position to just try to smork in a bunch of damage? I think I might be. And it can't even hit creatures that are much bigger anyway. Right. A 2/2 that supposedly is a flyer is a pretty good target to hit with something that can remove 3 and ups. Okay, I'm being sent to a casket as well. White-red. Interesting to see this in white-red. So we could play this without the adamant, or we could play both of these. I think it's pretty important to curve out. And a 2/5 is useful. This doesn't curve out that much worse. And it gives me other things to do with my mana, I guess. Ooh, really? Opponent can't play anything. This is a lot of damage we're threatening here. I guess if I'd known this card was in there, I might have given something else. I might have, I don't know, moved my... given a different creature the +2/+2. I don't know, I guess this was fine though. It's hard to complain, really. Like, we are threatening lethal on board if opponent doesn't do anything. Okay, trapped in the tower, sure. This was threatening 5 damage, so it makes sense. Yeah, I guess if you want to remove something, it has to be this one, because otherwise I have I have lethal on board. Let's just play this guy. He, well, he threatens to attack for 3. Possibly 4 if I draw more lands. Alright, I mean, I don't know. Curve is important, I guess. Have I really, like... Have I really built a deck that does this reliably? I don't think I have. I think I've just gotten lucky twice in a row. Let's look. Yeah, I know. Like, I've got 4 1-drops, which is cool. Not that much, really, on 2 or 3. A lot of 4s, it must be said. I don't know. I mean, I don't see any reason to change, but I don't really expect things to continue going so well. Alright, I mean, I have 3 lands, and they're in colors that are more or less okay. I'll take it. Also, I have a 1-drop. And my only 3, or do I have 2 3s now, I think? I don't remember. Alright, looks like probably a red-blue kind of thing. Let's get this 3/2 out first, so that in case opponent combat tricks my 2/1, I get to put the counter on something. Alright. No such thing happening. Oh, this is like alternate art for it, isn't this? Like, I've seen this card a lot of times, and I've never seen this art. Owner enough. Oh, it's because like it's in exile or something, and it tells me it's owner? Weird. A 2/1 with first strike. Well, I wish you wouldn't. It's honestly pretty good right now. That's a scary card. Gets how much? +1/+1? Okay. This guy still handles the board. Oh my god, these two work together so well. What a disgusting set of things to be drawing here. Witch's Oven? What is this? Huh. I mean, I don't know. Let's just leave some white open, since I believe there are some useful instants in white that opponent might worry about. I feel like I'm definitely losing, though. These are some very useful knights to have. The board is sort of frozen. Opponent has more cards. Oh, that's so rude. Wait, is it though? I just won't block. Are you gonna kill it somehow? Oh, you'll Witch's Oven it, I see. Or fling, okay. And it does 3 because it's a knight and it was made stronger by him. Wow, okay, that's pretty gross. I forgot to even look and see if there were like cards I should be putting into the deck. Like, I had a fling I could have done, I guess. No, I did look, I think, right? I don't know. Yeah, like I put in a 2-drop or something. This is just awful. I could play this. I don't know. It's not doing anything yet. Let's wait till it gets adamant and then I can play it and do nothing. All right. There's still no like obvious way to break the stalemate of my 4/4 and his like 2 good things. Or this one. Alright, now we can play with adamant at least. What? Harmonious Archon, 6 mana. All non-Archon creatures have base power and toughness 3/3. Create 2 1/1 white. This is wild. And yours are like 4/4s because they're knights. This is outrageous. You have this 5/5. Like, what the fuck? What do I even do? A 4/4 and a 3/3 into this doesn't work. Two 4/4s works, I guess. I mean, it trades for both of them, which is sad, but at least this double strike thing is gone. I'm just like in disastrous shape. This is maybe the best card I could have drawn. I don't know. It's not really doing all that much, honestly. Well, it threatens to deal with this guy eventually. Okay, no, opponent's just gonna get in a ton of damage every turn and then I'll die. What is this garbage? I don't have any haste creatures. So I could throw 2 into here. That doesn't seem good. Oh, it takes like a bunch to go into there. Here I could throw 2. That's something at least. That? Oh yeah, I'm getting a 1-for-1 here. Oh, no I'm not. I'm just like Omega dead. Oh, I can't even activate the lifelink on this since I paid a black and a white here. Oh yeah, I can. It costs 2. Obviously, I'd like it to be indestructible as well, but... Ugh. Just attack with everything, will ya? Okay, I guess that's fine too. I can't even lifelink because I don't get to do any damage to anything. There you go. I could kill this, I guess. It doesn't matter. This does not kill it. This would. Okay, fine. That was extremely gross. The like very good knight synergy that you got down early, and then this Archon that's just like, oh, by the way, you lose. I was behind before the Archon arrived and likely to lose, but the Archon just absolutely stomped me into the ground. Max Medeiros. This is only 2 mana. But it's the right colors, and I have 2 1-drops and a 2-drop that I could do something with. I'll give it a try. Alright, there's some more mana. I don't really want to play this right now. Let me just... Or this thing. Let me just get in some damage. It's a 2/2. Huh. I think opponent would happily trade here, and I don't really want to allow that. I think I'm going to play this. It has flash. I guess I can wait. The thinking is, like, then I can start threatening to keep attacking with it if opponent plays nothing interesting next turn. Hopefully I draw a land. Well, okay, I might as well block it, I think. If opponent combat tricks, I guess I would be sad. But I kind of need to protect myself a bit. Yep, okay. Ah, this is actually fine because I have Giant Killer, so I definitely am not playing the Giant Killer anytime soon. I just want to wait for this to be activated and then zap it. Presumably it happens pretty soon. Not yet. Okay. Interesting. Opponent's not willing to... Oh, of course. Yeah, what would they attack with? Sure. God, what a bad card. Just need another land. 2 would be nice. Okay, there you go. Now I can start playing cards. Probably this is good. I don't really want to swing with this right now, so let's just put this guy down, and then maybe next turn or some turns soonish we could swing with both of them. Giving this guy menace would be nice. I'm getting overwhelmed here. I could block like this and trade my 3/4 for your 4/4. I'm not like excited to do that because I do have this giant killer that can take care of it already, but then I can save the giant killer, right? And my 3/4 is not doing much right now. Oof, that's gonna be a while. Attack with the 1/3 and threaten to make it a 5/3, I guess? Okay, we get to trade it for this 2/3. Actually, we can trade for both if we spend all the mana. I'm willing to do that. I think opponent blocked wrong. They shouldn't have offered me the 2/2 as well. You know, I'm still in awful shape. That's a 4/4. I could get it with the giant killer. I'm having trouble dealing with the Youthful Knight at the moment, though. It's probably better to play this. Get in a little damage. This 2/1 on defense isn't really doing much, so I might as well take the damage is the idea. Still very, very far behind. I don't have any way to deal with the flyers, really. I'm hoping they'll give it a counter and then I can kill it with the giant killer. Okay, I'm just dead on board now. Opponent's gonna make a 7/7 just for fun. Okay. Well, we can at least kill that. That'll be fun, won't it? Well, we got to slay a giant. That's something. This is what the deck is more supposed to do, right? In the kind of sense that the 2 games where we won seemed like outrageous flukes of luck. The deck is more just supposed to play some creatures that don't do anything and then eventually die. Maybe this is a good reason to like cut black, is that I only win if I get to play my creatures out on like super fast curves. Like this, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty cool. Don't. Okay, that's fine. I'll just play a 2-1 and we won't attack and neither will opponent, perhaps? Maybe they will and then put down something else that that blocks. Okay, yeah, so attack, and I could trade both here, but that's obviously not what I want to do. Oh, right, that's the other half of the Lonesome Unicorn up there. Well, we traded a 2-1 pile of garbage for a 2-2 Vigilant, so that's something. Green, huh? There's our Joust. I think First Strike doesn't apply during fighting, right? MTG First Strike Fight. First Strike is a combat rule. Okay, so we can actually remove this guy with a Joust if we want. I don't see the need to do so now. It's more important to curve out. I don't mind trading 3-2s. I'd rather get the 2-1 in, but this is get the 2-1 to trade, that is. I'd like the 2-1 to die, but if I attack, they're just going to let me go face, so I might as well attack with 3-1 and see if they want to trade 3-2s or accept some damage. They'll accept the damage. Okay, cool. There's that unicorn. Okay, so I have 4 mana, and I can only cast 1 red spell regardless of how big it is. So I'm kind of thinking we could play the 4-1, but just lose us to this. So maybe we give this guy a counter and joust him? Oh, it's just till end of turn, huh? It would be a 5-5 though, and we could kill this with it? Or kill the 2-1. Oh no, it would be actually a 5-2 until end of turn because it loses 3 damage from this. Huh. Let's just play a creature. Let's curve out. The board is kind of frozen at the moment and we're up 3 health, but not really with any clear path forward. It's almost all my creatures. We can get down the red cap though to block it if we want. Rude. Took my 3/2. Converted mana cost 3 or less. I was forgetting, I thought it was power 3 or less, then you could take this guy. 5/4 is pretty scary. I vote we joust that. Actually, the only way I could joust it is an even trade, right? This would be a 5/5, and that still dies. I think we want to joust with these guys, don't we, if possible? But you need more red mana for that. I think I want one of these guys out anyway to block the lifelink dude. And then I can still play this to spend my mana. Actually, the 2/2 is better at blocking anyway. What is this? Your last remaining card is an important combat trick? Or a useful combat trick? It must be. There's no way you make either of these attacks unless you have a combat trick. Huh. There are some pretty large combat tricks for sure. But I want this to die anyway. The thing is, they don't spend the combat trick, but like I guess I'm okay with that. Just need that 5th mana for a couple of useful cards. Okay, so now jousting this guy. I don't think their combat trick will apply in a joust, probably. Because there's all this stuff that's like, oh, you know, target blocking creature, target attacking creature, or whatever. I wouldn't mind trading a 2/2 for a 3/2, I don't think. So they have a combat trick that applies specifically during combat. There it is. Ooh, I don't think you should have spent that. What? Yeah, I was gonna say. That would have been a pretty bad play. So when it enters, I can get something +2/+2, trample, and haste. Is that useful? This would be a 6/7, which could trade for both of these. That would be fine. I think. Yeah, it would be. Or I could make this a 6/3, which doesn't trade for anything. Attacking lets the opponent get in with this, I guess, but... I think I'll just take the 6 damage. Or maybe I kill their 1/1, maybe they chump block, I don't know. Okay, we got the trade. Opponent is not top decking well, which is nice. Really? Oh, right, I can't block it with... Okay, sure. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool for you. But I can, as long as I hold this guy back and save some red mana, I can actually block and kill it. Oh no, it takes 2 mana. 7, I could make it 8. I'd rather keep this back for a trade next turn. And also keep the unicorn back. Just float all my mana. To have a blocker available. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. A 3 is still enough that I can kill it. Why are you so excited to gain life already? Maybe you just don't have anything else to do with gain life triggers and you're just like, okay, I'll spend the mana. All right, that's good. A good spot to be in. We like have damage coming. We have a board. We have creatures. That's the same thing. I don't know. Opponent needs to draw an absolutely nuts card here to be in good shape. That's, I mean, it's a little bit nuts to be honest. Right, and they get stronger here, but I think I'll just like give my 4/1 trample and haste. It's a 6/3. Actually, is this just lethal? It probably is, right? What's the most damage you can block? You can block 3 and 4 of this, I guess. That's 7. I'm still getting through for 7, I believe, right? You can't, you don't have any food, so yeah, you block this guy. 4 of this damage. Yeah, you're still dead. My wins have all, I feel like, come from keeping very... Did I keep 2 lands in this hand as well? I felt like the first 2 games that I won, I only kept 2 lands, and then I happened to draw into enough to curve out. I feel bad keeping 2 lands, but... Ooh, MC Hammer. That's exciting. What's that guy up to these days? Okay, this is fine. I have 4 lands, a 1 and a 3. Hopefully I get some red at some point, or a 2-drop, or both. But it's playable as a start. It's not great by any means. Blue. Okay, fine. More blue. Whoa. Milling me, huh? Two mana, 0/4. I did draw a 2-drop. So they must be playing black, right? Yeah. Okay. I'll just keep playing creatures until something sticks, I guess. Draw? Opponent's playing very, very slow. Combat trick? I don't know. I'm gonna attack, try to get in some damage. Finally. Really need that just one mountain. There's a mountain. I don't have anything better to do than just add in some damage here. Actually, that's not true. I could have considered jousting these two before attacking. Okay, it destroyed a creature. My 3/2. Wah! Come back! My hand! I don't know, my hand was pretty bad. This is way better. That was a great top deck. Absolutely undeserved. Okay, this 4/5 is, like, extremely scary. I could swing with everything. I assume he blocks the 4 here? Well, no, because then I can buff these guys. I think it's kind of a difficult problem for him to solve if I just attack with everything. There is a solution, I assume, but I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe you block like this? Yeah, maybe you do block like that, huh? And then I can't do anything about this guy. Maybe this isn't so great. Maybe I just force you to kill one of the, you don't, you can just block that way though. Block like this? That's a little hard for you to tell what to do, I guess. I'm like trying to get this killed basically, because giving this another counter would be really useful. Okay, I mean, opponent not unreasonably made the right choice. But I thought I would at least offer them a little problem. Maybe I should have attacked with these guys too and tried to get in some damage while all this happens? I was just like afraid that they would then block those two and... I don't know, I guess then I get in 5 damage, right? Midnight Clock, wow, what a control deck. Ugh! Okay, well it attacks if able, so... It's really just messing with my life total and slowing the game down a tiny bit. Makes me wait a turn before attacking again. Now I have 6 mana. I can make this a 5/1. No, hang on. I can activate this 3 times? Make it a 7/1? I'm not doing it now. Yeah, so Midnight Clock like accumulates counters, and then eventually it lets them discard their hand and draw 7 cards. No blocks. Well, I could try this to save my own health, but I don't actually know. Opponent may have some combat trick, and I don't really care about my life as much as I care about this 3/5. I could make this die, actually. To make this a 4/6? That doesn't really help. No, come on in. No blocks. Really? Isn't that 0? Oh, it's just draw a card. Okay. I guess it must be a sorcery. Yeah. It needs what? 12 counters? 12, yeah. I think we swing with everything. Opponent kind of has to block these things that can be buffed, and then I get in with the other stuff. Hopefully. I don't know. I didn't do the math. It seems good. So I buff this twice. I only have one red. I'm so stupid. I hate this. Okay, well, I mean, we got in 2 damage, right? All it cost me was one of my creatures. What are you doing here? Carefully choosing not to activate Adamant. I assume for a pretty good reason with the remaining mana. You want... You have something that costs 2 blue to activate? Really? What could that be? Oh, maybe you... I don't know. Very mysterious. I don't know. I don't have any way over these last couple creatures. I'm just dead. I mean, I don't know. This is like opponent is stabilizing in the control versus aggro matchup where I'm aggro, I guess. This time you want it. Very weird. I don't know. I guess I better start blocking this and see if opponent really has some combat trick. No, they don't. Also, shouldn't you have... No. I was thinking, should you maybe have tapped this to... Ah, didn't say please has 2 mana. I see. 2 blue on it. I was thinking of a combat trick, but sure, a counterspell makes just as much sense. Alright, well... I don't think I have any cards in my deck good enough to win here. I think I'm dead now if opponent just swings with everything. And then sacks the food to kill me, obviously. Oh, that's a flyer. Okay. Yeah, shouldn't you have just attacked with more stuff and then killed me with food? I mean, what the heck? Oh, you can't tap it yet, I see. Oh man, it's the 11th hour, guys. Well, I mean, here's a good card. It's not gonna win the game by any means. We were close. I wonder if I had more, like... That turn that I swung with only 2 creatures and didn't swing with the 2 little ones... Could I have snuck in 4 damage that way? Maybe. Opponent, like, obviously the 2 creatures that didn't attack, I could cause them to have 4 power, but opponent would have blocked differently, presumably, right? I would have to look at the video to see. But given that my attacking plan was predicated on the no, that was a different turn. The turn when I had attacked with all 4 was when I thought I was going to be able to activate my +2/+0 3 times, not 1 time. Okay, another disappointing draft. What can you do? That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.